Talking to children about anxiety is a really important thing because they need to be able to label and identify what it is they're feeling. And obviously, for a young child, they might not know. And that's for us to discuss with them. And it might be that they describe it as a word of feeling fizzy or buzzy or tummy ache, or they'll use their language and their words. But often, in my experience, it comes out at bedtime. It'll start at bath time and it will come out at bedtime. And it's almost as if as their body starts shutting down, getting ready for that nice peaceful night's sleep, it's when their mind starts buzzing. Things start coming into their thoughts about the day, or somebody said this, or this happened, or is it true that these things happen, or various children at different ages and stages of development. But it's often, very often, whatever their age, as we come to bedtime. And it's a good time to talk about it because you want them to be able to offload it before going to bed. You don't want them lying in bed with all these worries and fears and anxieties going around their mind. So that's a really, really good time to listen and acknowledge, reaffirm. Oh, so you feel worried about this, or somebody said that, or how does that make you feel? So you're giving them your full attention, and it's really hard because often that's the time at the end of the day when we're really tired ourselves and we're really busy, or we've got to jump on a call, or somebody's, we're making dinner for somebody, or something's happening. But where possible, that is the best time to try and just give them that time that they need. Some children will know and acknowledge and recognize that it is anxiety that they're feeling, but often children won't know that that's what it is. And we don't necessarily want to be putting our expectations, fears, worries, anxiety on them, which is why it's so important to let it come from the child. And that's why you can ask them, how is that making you feel, or where are you feeling it in your body, or so very much drawing it from them rather than us saying, oh, that's because you're really anxious, or that's because you're like. And the other thing that does come up is where people think, oh yes, Auntie Doodah, she's always anxious, or oh, you get that from your granddad, he's always like that. That is then labeling and expecting children to be the way that they are, rather than saying, oh, okay, so you're feeling like this right now. When did you last feel like this? Have you had this feeling before? Or so it's about unpicking it gently without labeling it as a big, massive, big issue. And it could be that it does become to be something quite big and a big issue, but equally it might be something really, really small. It's about unpicking it and listening to what's important to the child, and what might seem very small and trivial to us could be massive to them. Some children might not want to talk to you, they might not open up to you. And it's not that uncommon with sort of older children, particularly children who are actually, sometimes it's because they're protecting you. Ways that you can encourage children to open up, if they don't want to actually say it and talk, is just to get them to write it down. They don't necessarily have to even show you, but somehow writing it down gets it out of their mind and helps them to process it. Or even drawing a picture. I've worked with many children where, I mean, this is where kind of art therapy comes in, but it's about drawing a picture or writing it down, just gets it out in the open. And then if they choose to show you that picture or show you the writing, then you can have the conversation. Sometimes children, if they think you are going to have a massive reaction to something, they're not going to tell you. Because they're going to think, if I tell you this, last time and the time before I told you something, you just exploded, or you just burst into tears, or you responded in a particular way. So that does make them shut down. So if you want your children to talk to you, you want them to be honest and open and share with you, you've got to keep that calmness, that level of just, I'm here for you, I'll listen to you, I'm not going to respond and react. That's kind of you going over in your mind, I want to help you, but I can only help you if you tell me. Or if they really won't tell you, is there someone else they will tell? So is there someone either in school or another family member that they trust, that they are happy to share with? Because it is often about that not wanting to unsettle things at home or with a particular parent.